Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. This is going to be a general reading for the month of March for the sign of Pisces. Happy birthday to all of my beautiful Pisces. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, as well as the cross-watcher of the Piscean. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a general reading. As you guys can see, I do have the cards already laid out here. There was a lot of interesting energy to sort through and sift through. And so I decided to redo this reading with the spread out in front of me now that I've kind of fumbled through a bunch of the energies, because you guys have a lot going on this month. And so your first card out was the Queen of Swords. And so this energy I'm feeling for you guys is you guys just really being in a state of kind of anxiety this month. Some anxiety, some emotional turmoil. You guys have a lot of shadow stuff that's coming up for healing right now. And so it's putting you in this place of being a little bit defensive. You notice she has that very defensive posture about her. And it's like she's wanting to make decisions. She's wanting to cut away things that aren't serving her. She's wanting to take decisive action, but she's not really knowing what to do. And so she's just kind of holding this sword, like, and kind of looking around her, like trying to figure out what her move needs to be, is sort of like the energy that I'm picking up from this Queen of Swords for you right now. It's a lot of mental energy, a lot of emotional and a lot of mental energy going on for you guys this month. Your second card out was the King of Cups. And so this is, I was feeling this, there's definitely a person in this reading for some of you guys, a partner possibly. And I got a lot of positive energy for this partner. So it's somebody who is stable and who you are perhaps building something solid and stable with. Like they had a lot of positive energy surrounding them and just what they're bringing into the connection. Definitely a fated soul connection with this person. But what I'm also was feeling from this King of Cups energy is that this is you, Pisces, in the way of sometimes the King of Cups is that energy that feels a lot of emotion but doesn't express it. And I feel like that's what's going on for a lot of you guys this month is you're feeling very intense emotion, you're feeling very conflicted, and you're not really sure how to express that energy, and you tend to keep pulling your energy back and sort of like dealing with it all yourself and coming into this hermit type energy, right? Yeah, and just not, and this is stuff that I feel like there's stuff coming up for you guys this month that hasn't been expressed in a very long time, that's been living inside of you for a long time and has not been, you haven't given it a voice. And so that stuff is just slowly kind of gnawing at you guys. And with this Nine of Swords energy, right, it's like subconsciously sort of creeping in, almost creeping into your dreams, creeping in as a feeling of anxiety or unease that just comes up out of nowhere. And it's because all of that stuff isn't addressed, right? When we repress and suppress our emotions and our trauma, it still lives within our bodies. It still lives within our minds, our spirits. It's just more insidious. And so I feel like a lot of that stuff is coming up to the surface for you guys this month. We have here the Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So this is 4-4 energy, right? 2 4s, which is very positive, and that's the energy of balance and stability. And so I feel like you guys are really wanting to create balance and stability right now. And there's a deep level of healing that's wanting to go on for you that is going to bring you that balance and stability that you seek. And this is balance and stability in your emotional state, in your mental state, also very much for a lot of you guys in your physical world. You have the Empress and the Temperance card coming out. So this is a lot of healing that's happening. This is deep healing that's wanting to happen for you. This is something that is being birthed, something that is being created. And this is part of that creation process that you guys are going through as this is happening. And for some of you guys, I was getting the feeling that there is something physically that you're waiting on to manifest in your physical reality. And for some of you guys, this might be a child. There was a lot of family energy coming out. So the Empress is about fertility, right? And birth. And so it's possible that for some of you guys do have do have a child on the way, are starting a family, or are trying to start a family, or something like that. And for those of you who are trying to start a family, you may be waiting for news on that. But yeah, a lot of that energy, and so there's deep, deep healing that's being triggered right now because of whatever it is that you are birthing, whatever it is that you are creating. And for some of you guys, this Empress energy that you're creating is just this stability. This firm foundation from which to operate in the world. That's like what you really, really want more than anything, is that firm, secure, stable foundation. And for those of you where this is like a starting a family energy, you're really wanting that for your child, for your family as well. And you're feeling very conflicted. You're feeling very worried about that. I was feeling with this energy coming out as well, because this is definitely waiting for something. It's also possibly waiting for news to come through, waiting for a message to come through, waiting for something to manifest in your physical reality that you are really desiring, that you are hoping is going to bring you more clarity and more stability. And in this, with this Two of Swords energy, it's like a very decided energy. It's or an undecided energy rather. It's kind of a conflicted sort of energy, where you're experiencing a lot of this loss type energy, this defeat type feeling. And I feel like for some of you guys, it's like you're looking at the things that you don't have, or you're looking at the things that you're lacking, instead of focusing on the things that you do have, right? There's these two beautiful cups up here, and she's focused on all of this. Right, so it's a shift in perspective that some of you guys are needing as well. It's just focusing, and once again, I'm being drawn to these, and I'm going to probably re-pull some other cards and see what comes out. I couldn't get all the cards that I pulled for that first. It was a little bit of a clusterfuck, I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's why I'm redoing this with the nuts and bolts of the situation, now that we've sifted through the energies. But there was the Spiritual Union card that came out also in reference to this King of Cups energy. And so that's what these two cups are reminding of me too. So some of you guys have a beautiful union. You have somebody who really supports you and loves you and wants to create that and build that stability with you. And it's like you guys are you're focusing on the things that you don't have, the things that aren't coming through, instead of the things that do. And so it's just for some of you guys, it's about shifting your focus. For some of you guys, it's also about this deep shadow work that wants to happen for you, these shadow aspects of yourself that want to come through, right? It's like this Three of Swords energy. This is pain. This is sadness. This is what you hold within you that's wanting to be released. And so you're being asked to go within, to have an awakening around that, to really address these aspects of your shadow, these aspects of your childhood. There were cards that came out the first time I did this draw that talked about issues maybe where you're having difficulties with your family right now. They're maybe not speaking to you. You're not in communication. You're not getting the support that you feel like you need. And you probably haven't, some of you guys, for a really long time. Maybe that's not something that you ever had from your family. And so now as you're coming out and you're creating a family, or you're creating some sort of structure, and this doesn't necessarily have to mean children, but for some of you it does. But whatever this family is that you're creating, you're not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. And that's what some of this energy, some of this fear is about as well. There's also there's abandonment stuff. There's a lot of scarcity mentality stuff. A lot around physical and financial security and stability that was coming through. But it's like all of this stability first comes from within. Like that's where you're really being guided to find it. And you're really being, I mean, you have the Six of Swords here at the end of this little shadow work spread on the bottom here. And so that's really good, because that's showing that's where you can go. That's that calmer mental waters that you can move on to, those calmer emotional and mental waters. I'm feeling both of that for you guys when you really address what's wanting to come up and what's wanting to be healed. And it's not staying quiet anymore, because it's really important for you to heal that, for you to come into balance around that. So that you can move into this next cycle, which is going to be absolutely beautiful for you guys. So let's pull a couple more cards now on this. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So more of that challenging energy. We'll see if that pops back up. The way that fell out, I wasn't really super feeling it. But the deception piece, I guess I am feeling, because I think there is a lot. I think your mind, and some intents and purposes, is playing tricks on you. But yeah, we have spiritual strength coming out. So you're being asked to have fortitude. You're being asked to, this can also sometimes in some decks be the Wounded Warrior card. And I was feeling this energy of you guys learning how to open up and talk about what's going on. There's a balance that you guys need to find between when you need to go within and when you need to be quiet and when you need to do your own internal process. But when you do need to also come out and communicate and share what's going on within you so that you can get the support, because you guys have tons of support around you. It's just whether you're willing to accept that. But there's a level of spiritual strength and fortitude that is wanting to come through for you that you guys are achieving, right? Yeah, and then we have this trapped in fear, this Eight of Swords energy coming back out. So that coming out strongly. It's like moving out of that energy, this having the fortitude to move through that energy so that you're no longer trapped in that state. And you can experience, and this definitely feels like a pregnancy for a lot of people, with fertility and celebration coming out there. So that you can celebrate and be happy about this family that you're creating, whatever it is that you're doing, so you can enjoy that. But it's like you're focused on this. You're focused on the obstacles and the challenges instead of being focused on the hope. That's what's coming through for you that wants, it's like hope. And then you have firm foundation under that, okay? And this is what you're wanting. This is what you're achieving. You're needing and desiring. Just know that, have hope that you can have that. You can achieve that, right? There may be obstacles to that popping up in some respects, but understand that those obstacles, if you show the spiritual strength necessary, if you do the internal work that's calling out to be done, and if you focus on and realize how many blessings you do have in your life, you can like create this within and without, right? So just really holding on to that beautiful hope that's wanting to come through for you. Yeah. All right, let's see. Any more energy that wants to come out here? We have material harvest and financial and material changes. So that's confirmation for you guys if you are worrying about money. The money will come. You don't have to stress about that. You do want to check and really look into where that scarcity mentality and that fear is coming from. And that's going to help turn around some of this energy for you. But it's like that is not something that you have to stress about. That is all shifting and changing for the better here. Yeah. All right. Anything else? We have intuition and conflict and defeat. So this is you really tapping into your inner high priestess. It's like I feel like you guys are sensing. You're sensing this loss, this defeat. Tell me more about that. It's like your intuition, or you're thinking it's your intuition, but it's not really your intuition so much as it's that's your fear and your trauma popping up, right? But you're feeling it as your intuition. That's your shadow stuff, like we said, that lurks in the subconscious, that kind of whispers to us, that slowly infiltrates our being. That's that shadow stuff wanting to come to the surface to be healed. And then we have the waiting game and awareness. And so it's all about you developing that awareness, having patience with this process that you're going through, right? With wisdom and light on the bottom of the deck, okay? This is beautiful energy right here. You really tapping into your wisdom. This is like a huge spiritual upgrade that's wanting to happen for you guys. And it does require patience with yourself, with situations, with people, knowing that and trusting that everything is going to come together. It just might not be happening on the timeline that you want it to happen right now. And so in the meantime, we go within and we figure out what's going on in here that's affecting the way I'm experiencing out there, right? So it's like having that awareness, having that breakthrough. That breakthrough is coming through for you. It's just it's all about timing. It's allowing the timing to happen. And part of that breakthrough that wants to happen for you has to do with you stepping into your own personal authority, you feeling empowered. We haven't had it come out this time, but the first time I did this reading, we had the solar plexus chakra come out. So healing around that energy for you, which I can definitely feel with this Emperor energy. It's like really stepping into that role where you are confident, where you do believe in yourself, where you do believe in your capability to create something beautiful and lasting. that is completely yours, that doesn't have to be modeled off of anything that you've experienced before. You can create, right? With this awareness card, which I believe represents the Magician, you can absolutely create whatever it is that you desire. And it can come from you. It can come from your own. And, you know, of course, a collaboration for a lot of you guys. There's another person that you're building and creating this all with, right? But you can build that together, right? But it's about you really having confidence in yourself as well. You perhaps having confidence in your partner, but really having confidence in yourself and building that confidence in your own ability to navigate situations, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any more energies here before we go into anything else? Partnerships and alliances. Yeah, building this with other people. There's definitely a lot of energy of that. But like you feeling secure in yourself and you being secure in feeling secure in them, right? And then like trusting and believing in them and trusting and believing in yourself. That's like the magic formula here. And then we have temptation coming out with solar plexus and new beginnings. So there's that solar plexus card. And with that temptation card, I'm feeling like there's willpower to overcome temptation. For some people, this is addictions. This is addictive cycles. This is codependency. Addictions can be to anything, right? They can be to people. They can be to sex. They can be to substances. They can be to absolutely anything. Mental ways of being, belief systems. And so it's like really having the willpower to overcome those things, to overcome those challenges, to overcome any of that temptation, that devil type energy, and start a new beginning. And so I feel like you or the other person, or both of you, definitely you are experiencing this in many aspects of your reality, where it's like you're healing from, you're developing the confidence and the willpower to overcome any of these energies that are wanting to lead you astray, that may have led you astray in the past, and you're experiencing and bringing in new beginnings. There's a fresh start to that energy. We have death, transformation on the bottom of the deck. There's a huge transformation or metamorphosis that is going on right now, that you just have to trust in that process. You have to have patience with that process, and you have to believe in yourself. You have to have, where's that hope card again? You have to have hope, right? That things are going to work out, and you have to have trust, faith, and hope. So incredibly important for you right now. And I'm wanting to pull for you guys. I just got this. We're going to pull a Star Temple Oracle here. Guidance for Pisces. And so we have Father of the Sky coming out. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. So you don't have to carry the world anymore. You're carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibility, which can be shared, right? It's about learning how to do that, how to share that, and how to release and shed what's not yours and what you don't need to be carrying or holding on to any longer. And then gateways of light. I have unlimited access to the divine mind. So really tapping into your higher spiritual self, you guys are highly intuitive. So really tap into that and address the shadow things that are coming up, so that you're not confusing your intuition with the aspects of the shadow that are peeking up from your subconscious, right? You want to move into that subconscious. You want to explore it. You want to heal what needs to be healed then. But then you want to go up higher to the superconscious, and that's where you want to be connecting to get your information, to get your guidance. And you can absolutely do that. There is a great gateway of energy opening up to facilitate you in being able to do that. And then on the bottom of the deck, the Star Mother. The Universal Mother loves and supports me totally. So that mother energy coming through again, right? But this is like the Universal Mother. Even if you didn't have the greatest experiences with your own mother, you can be loved, and you can learn how to love from that universal divine mother. Let her show you what that feels like. And you guys, please reach out to me if you want. I do Theta healing. I do this other type of healing called Belvaspata that works with angelic energies and other beings of light. Really, really powerful modalities that can really help if you are struggling with any of this energy and moving through this and trying to figure out, right, how do I heal my subconscious? How do I heal these aspects of me, my inner child, all these things that are crying out for help? How do I move past these energies? Please allow me to assist you in that process. And I think because there is a lot of shadow energy coming up for you guys, I also, if I can find it, want to pull another from another deck for you. And if it's hidden, I guess that just means that we aren't doing it today. Let's see. Oh, interesting. I don't know what happened to the deck that I was going to pull for you guys. So I guess that just means that we're not meant to do that today. That's not where this reading is wanting to go. I guess maybe this was sufficient here. I think we covered quite a lot. So allow yourself to be transformed. Allow yourself to dig deep into this process to address these fears that are coming up. Everything that's coming up right now is coming up so that can it be healed, so that it's not affecting you any longer and you can move beyond it into the beautiful, bright future that is absolutely waiting for you guys. And you so deserve it. You are such beautiful, compassionate, loving beings. As I said, or maybe I didn't say in this one, one of my best friends is a Pisces and I love her unconditionally, and I see the ability that you guys have for that unconditional love. So it's like bringing that unconditional love to yourselves, to all of these situations, and just really digging deep into this stuff, but doing it from a place of love and compassion, and just accepting the support that wants to, all of the ways that support is coming to you right now, being receptive and open to that. If you guys are new to my channel, subscribe. If you want to catch more videos, hit the button with the little squigglies to get all the notifications. We do daily Ascension energy readings. We talk about Mayan astrology, all kinds of different things. We address the Ascension process from a bunch of different ways. We talk about traditional astrology as well. Just lots of different fun stuff that we do on here. So if you like the vibe, join the tribe. There are links down below to donate as well if you feel like donating and you feel moved to do so. My email with the description of my services, as I mentioned, is below as well. If you like this video, drop a comment, let me know that it resonated. I hope you guys have an incredible March. This is like a hugely transformative period for you guys, and I cannot wait to hear and see what transpires from here.